My name is Jillian Kaplan, and I am head of telecom thought leadership here at Dell Technologies. And today we are talking about the transformation from telco to techco. And we are here with Jason Wong from Telstra. Jason, thanks for joining us. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Wong. I'm the executive in Telstra Global Networks and Technology, and I lead quite a number of things for Telstra. Mainly for today, it's on the Telco Cloud Transformation, which I lead, and I'm really proud of the team that's behind this in Telstra.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about the strategies that Telstra has used for telco cloud transformation? I know it's been a journey, right, to get where you are today.
Sure. It is a journey. We started quite a long time ago. From the concept to the inception of the deployment of the network itself, roughly around 2016, 2017. That's when the first server was actually bolted into our exchanges. Since then, we have done quite a fair bit. But you see that the whole transformation is not just within Telstra, but across the industry, that's happening quite a fair bit as well. I'm sure for those of us who are in the industry will be hearing different terminologies throughout the last decade or so since NFVI first started. So we obviously started with the NFVI or the NFV concept, NFV deployment. And the last, I would say, couple of years, we've started dabbling into the containerization of network functions. So as such, as the tenants and the workloads evolve, our infrastructure, which is the cloud itself, the Telco Cloud, will have to evolve as well. So the last year and a half, myself and the team, we've actually spent a lot of time in terms of crafting the strategy for the overall modernization of the underlying cloud. And that includes not just the virtualization layer, but also the underlying infrastructure layer as well. So there's quite a fair bit of work happening in this space as we speak.
That's awesome. And a lot of customers, like end users, obviously don't know that this transformation is going on and you're doing all this work to improve your network and provide better service. So what are some of the benefits that you're providing to your customers as a leading, telecommunications provider?
Sure. So just peeling back a little bit in terms of what the Telco Cloud onboards today. So within Telstra, the Telco Cloud runs pretty much our overall core network. Our 4G, our 5G, standalone dual mode core. So the whole core network resides and is hosted on the Telco Cloud. So if you think about what sort of service or services we offer to customer, if the core network goes down, straight away the customers are going to feel it.
Yep.
So it's very important for us to ensure that we maintain a highly resilient cloud that's got lots of resiliencies built in, lots of smarts built in, orchestration built in within the cloud to ensure that if one particular site does indeed go down, in the unfortunate event, we've got other sites that are within the region that will just take over in the shortest possible time, where we will mitigate and reduce any customer impacts. So it's very important for us to continue on that journey as we modernize the cloud, as we move into containerization. We can only expect more smartness and intelligence to be introduced as containerization becomes a lot more mainstream, and I would say a lot more truly cloud native as we move into that era.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically making sure that your customers always have the service that they're expecting, because oftentimes they forget about you unless it doesn't work, right?
Exactly
So
that.
yeah, just making sure you're really there for them. So overall, like, can you talk to us a little bit about, how impactful the journey has been for your business? Like, do you feel like it's really made big impact for your customers and all the things in your network infrastructure since you're running it basically on all cylinders, it sounds like?
Yeah, so it's absolutely impactful. And to your earlier point, Jillian, until something happens, people wouldn't even know that there's an underlying cloud that's hosting all these
Yep.
core elements. If you think about the traditional bare metal services or the ways that we've been deploying core networks, 2G, 3G, maybe even parts of the earlier 4G versions, when a site goes down, there's truly no other ways of spinning another site up in the shortest possible time. There's no elasticity per se as and when capacity runs out. So obviously, with the introduction of cloud, even with the NFV technology, there's an element of that already baked in and added in. So as and when, as an example, there's a sudden surge or spike in capacity, in today's technology, we're able to actually cater to that in a very dynamic fashion through very smart orchestration. As I've said earlier on, as we move forward into truly cloud native, this will only improve. And one of the areas of focus that we are looking into is the enhancements of our overall resiliency posture. You'll probably hear and see more in the upcoming MWC in terms of some of the announcements we're making. But one thing I can perhaps share a little bit here is that we don't just look within our cloud systems, within the on-prem localities that we have. We're also starting to dabble into the public cloud domain and having a bit of a partnership with some of our partners in terms of, again, extending the resiliency posture. And you'll hear and see more of that happening. So all in all, smartness in terms of capacity management, and importantly, resiliency posture. This whole notion of always having an always on network within our cloud for our customer is of utmost importance to us.
That's awesome. This has been a fantastic conversation. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your strategy and the benefits you've seen in your transformation from telco to TechCo. And thanks for joining us.
No problems. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.